Thank you, Mayor Slawik.
Okay, significant management problems because they have a surplus. Oh, that's why we're going to pull out of the Joint Powers Agreement, because they have a surplus. Okay, let's continue on and hear what the city manager of Maplewood has to say.
Council, it's my understanding from information in the minutes of some of the Cable Commission meetings that the Cable Commission has reserves upwards of $4.5 million. And those $4.5 million have been collected from residents of Maplewood and the other 10 member cities for several years. And we don't know how that money is supposed to be planned to be spent.
Well, they don't know how it's planned to be spent. Maplewood doesn't know how it's planned to be spent. And yet, you know what, they've got a representative who could be asking that question, and yet what she wants to do instead is harangue the other commission members and cause havoc with the bylaws and run up attorney fees. So do they really want to know how the money in the surplus is going to be spent? I don't think so. This is a red herring. It is something that they're just throwing out there, which of course is irrelevant. So let's take a look and continue on. Go ahead.
I'm looking at it as a pot of gold they're looking at.
A
And
pot of
Council,
gold.
that's true. Our attorney, myself, and the attorney for the Cable Commission, as well as their director, met on Friday. We've scheduled weekly meetings, essentially to go through this transition period, which, of course, as everyone knows, will whatever's going to happen will happen for sure on January 1st, 2016. So we're working through some of the issues that were brought up tonight, both by your manager and by some of the commentators here.
Okay.
So. Oh, as well, Manager Coleman just pointed out that we met actually on Wednesday with the representative, the public affairs representative from Comcast, and she assures us that with the help of the IT department here, it sounds like it'll be a very seamless transition from Comcast's perspective, and that, of course, would be on more of the technical side of things. So they've been a good partner, and they were ready and willing to help us through this process almost before anyone else even volunteered their time. So very
as we
pleased.
Yeah, thank you. As we kind of go through, the rest of October, November, December, this is all going to progress, and we're going to get being updated people at here at the council meetings, as well as probably maybe on the website or different ways. So we want to make sure that people have the correct information, and of course it's evolving because there are negotiations. So thank you for doing that, and then we will make sure if people do have questions, they should call city manager if you want to give out your.
Yes.
No,
Hey, you notice who was missing there? The Wicked Witch of the West.
that's right. So here you go. You got this very important agenda item having to do with pulling out of the Ramsey, Washington Suburban Cable Commission, pulling out of the Joint Powers Agreement, ripping the money out of the group and equipment, and leaving citizens high and dry and not being able to have programming such as this. And you've got the woman who's in charge of causing all this havoc isn't even at the meeting of Maplewood. Where's her commitment? And aren't we indignant that she's not there?
Oh.
I understand we have a caller. Caller, we've got about a minute and a half. What's on your mind?
Well, I'd like to know if she has to pay them for that lawyer bill she run up. I should think she would.
Well, I hope she would, but I got a feeling she doesn't have 2 pennies to rub together. That's the problem. I think
The only
Maplewood's going
reason
to pick
they're
it up.
cutting out of that cable commission is to get rid of shows like you guys' shows, and a lot of us enjoy watching.
Well, thank you for your kind comments there about the service that we provide to the community. Certainly, we try to do the best we can to show what there is, and dissect it and bring forth, this information from different meetings so that you can see what happened at the Cable Commission, and then look at that in retrospect to what they're saying at the Maplewood Council meeting, and then being able to decide on your own whether you think that they're being truthful at the Maplewood City Council meeting, or are they just being disingenuous and trying to create their own history, because
Yeah, they are.
they think that nobody is connecting the dots behind the scenes as to who is saying what, and that they're all saying something different at different